If you've been wondering why carnivores skip sugar-free substitutes, I want to break down why. So, even though those sugar-free substitutes like flavoring for water or something that you would add to food, even though they are sugar-free, they can still trigger cravings, which just makes it harder to stick to a carnivore way of eating. And this happens just because this sugar substitute is kind of tricking the brain. It's in that like dopamine pathway that you're seeking for with wanting that sweetness. So the other thing is a lot of sugar substitutes, some of them like sucralose and aspartame, they can still spike insulin. So even though they don't have sugar, they can still have that insulin spike, which does actually affect fat loss. And if you're on the carnivore diet because you're looking to lose fat, this is going to inhibit your progress. Another reason why carnivores don't use sweeteners or, no sugar sweeteners is because of gut health. So we, in essence, with the carnivore diet, what you're looking to do is you're creating a really great health environment for your gut. And sugar substitutes like erythritol and stevia, you may not know it if you haven't taken them out, but these things can cause a lot of gas and bloating in your system. One of the major benefits of the carnivore diet is improving our gut health because we are eating such nutrient dense foods, and you wouldn't want to take away that benefit by having these sugar substitutes. A big difference between the carnivore diet and a keto diet is that the keto diet does include vegetables, but it also includes some of these sugar substitutes, and you'll see a lot of marketing in the grocery store, keto, and it really using a lot of things that almost simulate what you used to eat before going on the keto diet. So, like a keto type of brownie or a keto type of cookie or a keto pizza crust. I just see it everywhere. And the carnivore diet is way simpler than that. We are looking for very simple ingredients. We're looking for the simplicity of eating meat and going back to kind of the way that we ate, our ancestors ate. I think when you keep these sugar substitutes in, you miss a really big part of the carnivore diet, which is allowing yourself to remove the things that were causing you to have cravings. And so, if you really just focus on super nutrient dense foods and keeping it really simple with meat, I think you're going to see much better effects and you're going to have way less cravings. And it's just going to be way easier for you to maintain this as a lifestyle rather than as this restrictive diet because you've probably done that. Believe me, I've done it. A couple posts back, you will see that I posted about Equip Foods and Prime Protein. I don't use that often. So I have an unflavored beef protein from them, and I also have a vanilla flavored. And I notice that when I allow myself to have the vanilla flavored, and I'll mix it into like a high fat yogurt, and I'll have a couple scoops at night before bed, or I'll make my vanilla protein pancakes that I put in my feed a little bit earlier. When I have those, I am having way more cravings for sweet things. And so I do my best on this way of eating and this lifestyle when I simply don't have sweet things. And stevia is really, really sweet. It also messes with my gut whenever I have that protein powder. So I really have to use that in moderation. I think it's fun a little bit to have it once in a while. But again, if you're just starting carnivore, and especially if you are starting carnivore because you are a food addict, I would really encourage you to not use sugar substitutes. The only thing that I use when I am like super clean and off of the stevia products is just like a polar seltzer or a bubbly seltzer here or there. And that doesn't seem to have that cravings effect as some of these sugar substitutes would have. So that's just my personal preference. And I notice that a lot of people who just try and keep these things in, I think you might have a dependency on that sugar, that sweet taste. And I think you could stand to allow your brain to make better connections and new connections without thinking that you need something sweet after every meal. So it's hard. You do it for a little bit and it goes away. But it's really, really worth it. I find a lot of people that are on carnivore and do it right find that the food noise really does go away when they allow themselves to take out some of those sugar substitutes, even though they're sugar free. Okay, I hope this helps.